Are you looking to grow your real estate investing business? My company, Future Flipper, can help. We've taught hundreds of people all over the country how to flip, wholesale, and buy rental properties. And it doesn't matter where you're at in your investing journey. Whether you're trying to get your first deal or scale your company, Future Flipper can help. We have courses, coaching, and events for all levels of investors. So if you want to take the next step, go to futureflipper.com and book a free consultation to see how we can best help you. Once again, that's futureflipper.com. If you've ever wanted to invest with me on my real estate deals, it's now possible. At Pineda Capital, we're purchasing value-add real estate all across the country. This includes multifamily, commercial, and land development. The best part is, with my network, social media presence, and marketing strategies, we're able to get the very best deals that others don't have access to. You can join in with me on those deals if you're an accredited investor. If you want to learn more, head over to pinedacapital.com to see our current opportunities. Once again, that's pinedacapital.com. Welcome to the Ryan Pineda Show, where our mission is to invest.
I only expect to make money in things that I understand.
Innovate.
It's about believing in the future and thinking that the future will be better than the past.
And inspire. I am much more likely to hit my goal just due to putting it out there.
You're now rocking with the best.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Ryan Pineda Show. Today, we've got a solo podcast, and it's our first solo in quite a while because we've had so many great guests recently. But the reason we're doing a solo podcast is because I have a very special announcement to make, and it is something that I've been working on for years, and it is finally ready to share with the world. So you're probably wondering, what the heck is this? Well, you probably saw from the title or the thumbnail kind of some hints. And if you've been following me on Instagram and, my main YouTube channel, then you've seen me talk about this. But the thing that I've recently launched is called The Wealthy Way. And if you're wondering what the heck The Wealthy Way is, well, it's a lot of things. But the main definition is that I am looking to redefine what wealth really is for the world. I think there's this huge misconception for people in general, right? When you think of a wealthy person, you're like, oh, that person's got a high net worth, or, oh, that person makes a lot of money, they're rich. But for me, I've been around a lot of rich people, and I would not consider them wealthy. In fact, I would not trade places with them. I would not want to have their life, even though they make a lot of money, because it's jacked up in all these other aspects. It's jacked up with their family. They've got issues. Maybe it's divorce. Maybe the relationship with their kids are strained because of the pursuit of money. Maybe their health is messed up. They're overweight. They're obese. They're drinking too much. They're doing drugs, whatever, right? To kind of numb the issues that they're going through. I've also seen it with faith. A lot of people neglect their faith in God because, of all these different issues and things. And, as I have made content and as I've kind of moved up in the ranks of, being around a lot of successful people on paper, or, people with a lot of followings or running big companies, I've just realized that they're not really that successful in life as a whole. And I think it's because nobody has ever really tried to show them that, what success really looks like. And so that is exactly why I created The Wealthy Way. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about that later on, of what's included and, how I plan to really grow the community, because it's something I'm really passionate about. And I really hope that The Wealthy Way is something that defines me for a long time. I think people have a chance to really make an impact on this world in many different ways. And, for me, teaching people how to make money and flip houses and buy real estate is great, but it's only one piece of wealth. The money side is only one aspect. And I feel that I have not done a good enough job showcasing, what the other aspects look like in a way that other people can take action from it. And the reason I've realized this is because throughout the podcast and, my Instagram, I've gotten a lot of feedback from people. They said, Ryan, I really like following you because you showcase, you're leaving the office by 5 o'clock. I watch your Instagram stories. You're working out every morning. You are, spending time with your family. You're treating your employees right, and you're still having success in business. And you're going on vacations. You do those date nights, and all those things. And to me, that was just like natural. It's like, yeah, of course. Like, I want to have good health. I want to work on my faith. I want to have a great relationship with my wife. I want to succeed in business. I want to make great content. Like, those things came naturally to me. But when I started looking at other successful people in business, I realized that those traits didn't come natural to them. And it definitely doesn't come natural to a lot of people who aren't even successful in business, right? Like, they're struggling in many different things. And so when I start seeing, I said, like the same questions asked over and over again, or the same kind of feedback, it's always an indicator to me that I need to create something and I need to give people the solution. In business, you get paid to solve problems, right? To give solutions to the problems people have. And we've done that really well in our business. And I've just realized, like, this is a really big problem that people are going through. They think that if they make enough money, or they get enough passive income, or if they get a certain status or a certain amount of followers, like, they're going to be happy and their life is going to be fulfilled. And that couldn't be further from the truth. I can tell you, I don't feel any different today, making, more money than I ever thought I would ever make than I did when I was making, $50,000 or $100,000. And that's the truth. Like, money is great. Don't get me wrong. Like, I want to do more and I want to make more, but it doesn't fulfill me any more than, like I said, when I had less money. The things that fulfill you are all the aspects of your life. And so, to tie it all together, that is why I created The Wealthy Way. I wanted to put everything that I believe and everything that I have learned to this point for living a truly abundant lifestyle and to redefine what wealth truly is. So, what is The Wealthy Way then? It is many different things. If you go to wealthyway.com, actually, let me back up real quick. When I decided to create The Wealthy Way, I had a choice. I said, you know what? I think this could be a great business. It could be, something that is a passion project, and we could do like all these cool things with it. And the more I thought about it, the more I was like, you know what? I don't even need to make money on this. Like, I just really want to give it to the world. And so I made the decision to create everything I'm about to tell you and give it away completely free. No upsells, none of that stuff. And if you've been following me for a while, then I am very transparent about selling. When I make a piece of content, I always plug my business and I say, hey, we can help you out, or we want to buy a deal or invest with us or something like that. In the end, like, content is a great way to grow your business. But with The Wealthy Way, there is literally no upsell within it. There's nothing. I just want to see people live the wealthy way. Have you ever wanted to invest in real estate, but you didn't have the time to find deals yourself? That's where Fundrise comes in. Fundrise is a crowdfunding platform that has transacted over $5 billion in real estate and has over 150,000 active investors. While many funds, like my own, require accredited investors, Fundrise allows anyone to invest with as little as $500. If you'd like to learn more, check out fundrise.com. Once again, that's fundrise.com. Are you looking to find off-market real estate deals? One of the best tools my team uses is Batch Leads. With Batch Leads, you're able to pull data, manage lists, and send text messages. On top of that, you can get nationwide access to the MLS to get pictures and comps. My team has used Batch Leads to get some of our best deals, so I know it works. If you want to start today, you can get half off your first month by going to batchleads.io and using the promo code Ryan. Once again, that's batchleads.io, promo code Ryan for half off your first month. Now, back to the show. So what is all this stuff that I'm giving away? Well, the first thing is the course. So I created a course called the Wealth Builder Academy. And, Wealth Builder is anyone that follows the wealthy way. And it is literally the blueprint, step-by-step, course on, how to live the wealthy way and become a wealth builder, how to live this life full of abundance, and really to understand what you should be striving for. Because I think a lot of people are just completely lost and they're getting mixed messages from all different sources. You have, guys like Gary Vee on one end saying, hey, work 16 hours a day and hustle and grind and do that. Then you have, people on the other end who are like, oh, don't work at all. Just be passive and, create passive income streams, chill, vacation, 4-hour work week. You guys get the drift. But I don't think any of those approaches are correct. In fact, I think that the truth falls in between those, and that's kind of what we talk about in the Wealthy Way in regards to work. But on top of that, just the course goes over all the different, mental frameworks, the different skills, the different things you need to think about, some stuff that most people have never even considered. It talks about just step by step how you guys can create your goals, how you can do it daily, some new disciplines that you can put into your life. It's really cool. And these are all things that I personally do, and that's how I know they work. These aren't like things that are theory that maybe, you hear other people say, oh, I saw that this works. This is pretty cool. Like, no, these are all things that I've personally done and tested and realized, like, this is how you live. And this is what leads to true fulfillment. So definitely get the course. And like I said, it is completely free. I could have charged for it just like all my other courses I have, but I truly just want people to, have this and be able to apply it to their life. So that is the first aspect of it. And you can get access to that course at wealthyway.com. As I said, completely for free. Now, the second thing I created was the Wealthy Way Planner. So this was a play off of my Raise Planner. If any of you guys have ever gone through that, that was something that I created a year ago. And for the last year, I've personally been using it. It's been great, but I've refined it in a way after using it for a year that I think is going to get people the best results. So I'm really excited about the Wealthy Way Planner. And as we go into 2022, I think it's going to help you guys create goals. I think it's going to help keep you accountable to hitting those goals. It's going to help you figure out what kind of habits you should have in your life. And the planner goes hand in hand with the course. You take the course and it will help you understand how to utilize the planner on a day-to-day basis. So, super excited about the planner. The next thing that we did has been something that my audience has wanted for a while, but I just didn't really understand it. And I didn't really want to do it, but I understand how important it is now. And that was creating a Discord group. So, we have our Wealth Builder Discord, and essentially, this is all people trying to live the wealthy way, people trying to grow in all aspects of their life, and just creating this community of like-minded people so that, you can be around other people trying to do the same things that you are. I've seen the impact in my life by being around like-minded individuals. I've seen, what it's like when you're alone and you don't really have anyone to talk to about what you're going through, or you don't have any encouragement of people trying to, grow to a new level that you are trying to grow to as well. And that's what my hope with the Discord is that you don't have to do that anymore. Like, you have a community around you. And I think the Discord is going to be amazing. And it's included, like I said, there's no cost. It's completely free. And I just think that community is something that is so important. I've known that for a long time, but just trying to figure out how to bring everyone together in a way that really helps everyone out. So we created the Discord. Now, we're also in works on many other aspects to the Wealthy Way. We're going to be launching a newsletter where, we're going to be creating content via email and really just giving people weekly, encouraging messages and different things like that. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff planned. I think if I had to give you a firm idea of what the Wealthy Way could be down the road, I would be lying, because, we're going to see how everything plays out with this launch. But my hope is that it's just a movement that grows enormous, and it's something that people get behind. It's something that they want to share with their friends. It's something that completely changes their life. And that's all I hope for. There's no way for me to monetize it right now currently. And I don't really plan to. It's just something that I'm really passionate about. And, I just hope it's something that defines me as time goes on, is like, man, Ryan created the wealthy way. It's like this revolutionary way of living that, nobody's ever done before, like nobody's ever thought about. So that's my hope. I'm known for a lot of things, which, I'm happy about. I'm known as a real estate investor and, a content creator. I'm also known as a couch flipper, which, is what it is. I can't say I'm happy about that one. But, and I used to be known as a baseball player. Like that was me my whole life. But, as I transition to this next phase of my life, I'm entering, my 30s. I'm 32 now. It's like, man, I've achieved enough in business. I've achieved enough in my life, like for a lot of different things, money wise. And, I got to play pro baseball. I got to, take a stab at being a content creator, and it's worked out well. But this is something that I think can truly define what I do. I think it has that big of potential. And the only way that it will grow that big is through people like you, from you sharing it with other people, from you living it out on a day-to-day basis, striving to live the wealthy way, from you just, being active in the community and, just sharing it. Like I said, that is the only way it's going to grow. And that's my hope. I hope that it changes your life so much that you do share it, and we can continue to grow the community of wealth builders and, make some amazing things happen. So yeah, that's my hope. And to give a little sneak peek of the, course, there's a lot of stuff in it, but one of the important things is the Wealth Acronym. And each one is what we use to set goals and to, learn how to strive to grow that area of our life. So, with the Wealth Acronym, it's hard to, visualize it through a podcast, but the W in wealth stands for worship. The E stands for education. The A stands for affluence. The L stands for lifestyle. T stands for team. H stands for health. So when you think about it, right, worship would be your time with God and how are you growing in your faith. Education would be, what are you doing to grow in your knowledge? What are you doing in your self-development? What kind of books are you reading, podcasts, seminars and all these things? Are you getting a mentor? What are you doing to grow in your knowledge? Then A, affluence. This is the one that obviously I've focused on a lot in my content, making money, investing. How are you increasing your net worth? How are you growing your business? How are you, growing this aspect of money? It's a part of wealth, but, it's not the only piece of wealth, which is the misconception. The next one would be lifestyle, L for lifestyle. So a lot of people I've seen don't really, live the lifestyle that they're looking for. Their schedules are jacked up. They're overworking too much. They don't even have time to go on vacation. I'm like, man, how are you? You've made the money, yet you don't have time to do these other things. It doesn't make any sense. It's crazy. It's crazy what you see. But nonetheless, it's really about figuring out what kind of lifestyle you want to live. How do you budget accordingly? And a concept we go over in the course is called margin. Like, how do you create margin in your life so that you're not stressing out? There's a lot of people that make a lot of money, or they make a lot of money, and in turn, they increase their lifestyle expenses with it, right? And they just never create margin in their life, and so they're still living paycheck to paycheck. And so we talk about how to budget and create margin and make sure that your lifestyle is something that is matching up so that you're going to be living more stress-free. The next one would be team. Team is something that is your relationships. How is your relationship with your family, your spouse, your kids? How is it with your friends, your coworkers, your employees, even your followers on social media? We're all going to be able to impact other people in such a big way as social media, as the metaverse, as these things keep getting bigger. And it's like, what are you doing to really foster those relationships and really speak life into people? And so that's kind of what we cover in the team aspect in the course. And then lastly, but definitely not least, would be health. What are you doing to work on your own health? What kind of diet are you doing? What kind of workouts and exercise are you doing? What are your hobbies like? So we go into all those different aspects of, how to grow in those areas. And that's why I said, I don't ever talk about things that I haven't done. All 6 of those areas of my life are things that I am constantly thinking about. And in fact, using the planner to track on a daily basis, a weekly basis, a monthly basis to see am I deficient in any of these areas? Am I spending too much time focusing on just one area of my life and now the rest are kind of suffering? Well, I can tell you when you do that, you're just not going to be, living very abundantly, because it's great to go dominate one aspect, but man, if it comes at the cost of everything else, I can tell you it's not worth it. I have seen it over and over again with so many people. They think that if they achieve a certain status or, the job position that they're looking for, or, they're number one in their space, that all of a sudden they're going to be happy. They think that, if I just grind and grind and grind, and then, then I'll be able to take time off and be happy. And the truth is that never happens. In fact, you'll lose a lot of things in the process, like we had mentioned. So, yeah, that is the brief rundown of what the Wealthy Way is. If it sounds like something that, you want to be a part of and you want to, apply to your life, like I said, everything is completely free at wealthyway.com. There's no upsells. There's nothing. And I just truly want to help people out, and I want to see them improve their life in 2022 and well beyond that. So definitely go check it out. And we're going to be adding more and more to that website as time goes on and as, needs arise. And who knows where it will end up going. My hope is that with what we currently have, we develop a huge community, and I'm going to be very active in that community, far more active than any other, thing I've ever created. So my hope is that we grow this huge community of wealth builders, and, in time we're able to do other things for the community, based on what the community wants. If the community wants events, then let's do events. If the community wants, whatever it ends up being, then we'll discuss that when the time comes. But for now, I just wanted to build that community and to really change lives. So anyways, that's why we're doing a solo podcast today. I'm really excited about it. So make sure you go to wealthyway.com and get access to everything I just mentioned. And I appreciate you for listening to this podcast and being a subscriber. It means a lot to me. Let's go dominate 2022. Peace. Thanks for watching The Ryan Pineda Show. If you want to work with me, head over to ryanpineda.com. You can find my courses, coaching programs, and upcoming events. We also have free resources you can download, so head over to ryanpineda.com.